These are the RayNeo Air2s glasses. These are XR glasses made by RayNeo. They contacted me and asked me if I want to check out these RayNeo Air2 glasses, and I said yeah, and also some other goodies as well. No money has exchanged hands, of course. And for those wondering, RayNeo has no relation to Aya Neo or Raycons, but rather it's a sub-brand of TCL, who are best known for their TVs. The unboxing experience is, dare I say, quite premium. So let's look at the accessory box. Inside the accessory box are these sort of demo glasses. These aren't actually functional prescriptions. You'll have to speak with your doctor on how to get those set up, but I don't wear glasses, so I don't need these, or any prescriptions for that matter. While the box may look big, there aren't too many accessories in there. But of course, we have to talk about one of the most important accessories, the cable. This is a USB Type-C to Type-C cable, absolutely necessary to use, and here are some extra nose pads for your glasses in case the other ones don't fit you or something. And of course, to cap off everything, there's a whole bunch of documentation in there. A lot of documentation that I really don't care about, so we can just put that in there and call it a day. And of course, this is the case the glasses come in. Due to their obvious thickness, this is a lot thicker than a real glasses case would be. And inside, of course, are the glasses themselves and what appears to be a microfiber cloth. And of course, these will be used to clean up your glasses whenever you need to clean them up. I mean, that's what microfiber cloths are for, right? But before we get to the glasses, let's talk about the case. The case itself is fairly sturdy and it has a couple of different inside liners. Now, there's a big piece of foam in there that's designed to keep the liners in place, but once you remove it, it kind of just flops around. Not my favorite implementation of such a thing, but I mean, I guess it kind of works. You can put your USB-C cable in there, and Lord knows, you'll need it. And overall, it's a very sturdy case, and obviously the glasses themselves are quite expensive, so having a case for free is quite nice. So now let's look at the glasses. On first impressions, it is quite thick. No, we're not at that point where they can just be as thin as regular glasses. We're not quite there yet, and I don't know when we'll get there, but maybe it'll be there pretty soon. Before you go about using these, I would recommend peeling these off. They do a pretty good job of blocking out the light, but I kind of want to see behind my screen too. So as you can see here, these are pretty well made. I think the construction is a lot better than, say, the Legion Go's glasses. And another positive is that the USB Type-C cable is detachable, and these fit my head a little better than the Legion Go's glasses. To use these glasses with just about any device, you'll need a Type-C cable, and thankfully they provided this one here. One end is a regular flat cable, and the other end is angled in a different way, obviously meant to go in your glasses. So before we get started, I do have to clarify one thing. In my Legion glasses video, I said that it didn't seem to work with my phone, and I wasn't sure if it was my phone or the glasses themselves. And now I know it's the phone. My Motorola Razr Plus doesn't seem to work with any of these XR glasses, which is quite unfortunate, really. Well, I guess it's time to grab a different device. In this case, our good old friend, the Steam Deck. And yes, it'll always be difficult to record these because I have no real way of recording it accurately because, well, let's be frank, it's practically impossible to do so. So let's talk about what functions you have when plugged into any random device. You have hardware buttons for both brightness and volume, and you have access to a menu with a few different options. Probably one of the most important options is choosing between 60Hz and 120Hz. Now let's talk about the visuals, because the visual quality on this is, in my opinion, markedly better than the Lenovo Legion glasses. Both glasses I've reviewed have OLED displays, but this one goes up to a higher refresh rate, and when I look at content, it looks less blurry on the edges, and the viewing process is just a little more pleasant overall. The brightness is also adjustable as well, with a peak brightness of 600 nits. It's supposed to be similar to watching a 201-inch screen from 6 meters away. It's sort of believable as well. The audio experience is also pretty good as well. It's perfectly serviceable audio, and it sounds a lot better than most built-in speakers for most devices. But I still think IEMs are a better choice, so if you have a headphone jack, then use that. These glasses are quite comfortable to wear, and they fit around my face quite well. The RayNeo 2s usually goes for $400, and as of the making of this video, it's currently on sale. I do quite like these glasses and I like them a lot more than the Legion glasses I do have, but I do see some of the competition with a lot of cool features that I wish these had. Like for example, electrochromic dimming, allowing you to essentially control how dim the actual outside glass is. And by itself, it works with a variety of different devices, like laptops, my Steam Deck, my ROG Ally X. Not my phone though, my phone's being dumb, but yeah, you get the idea. But these days, just the glasses alone is only half of the experience. The other half is with these accessories. There's actually 3 accessories meant for this, but we only have 2 of them today. This right here is a Nintendo Switch dock known as the JoyDock. So the JoyDock consists of 3 different parts. First and foremost is the actual dock itself. The dock itself doesn't have too many ports, it just has the USB Type-C port and another one for charging and another one for the glasses. The dock itself is battery powered, and as such you can actually use it as a sort of backup battery. The glasses also take up a not insignificant part of your battery life, so having extra battery is always helpful. It doesn't really attach to the Switch in a conventional way. Instead, you have to use this little bracket here. You just attach the bracket to your Switch, and believe me, it only goes in one way. And then once it's in, you kind of just slide the device over. It'll be a snug fit, and as you can see right here, it fits pretty well. But to actually use this device, you will need to plug the cables in. They give you a small cable that goes from your Switch to the dock itself. Now to be honest, just having that cable out there isn't a super elegant solution. I wish there were a better way, but I mean, it is what it is. Now as expected, it works quite well with the Switch. But what about a Steam Deck? I mean, after all, I'm a Steam Deck channel, right? Now as of the making of this video, you can't really mount this to your Steam Deck. I mean, the mounting system doesn't really work for the Steam Deck because it's a different dimension. You know how it is, right? I'm sure someone's gonna 3D print one, but that's just the way it is right now. It does charge the Steam Deck, and yes, it does charge it and let you play at the same time. But as you can see here, it works just fine. You just plug these into your glasses and plug the dock into your Steam Deck and then just play. For devices with one USB Type-C port like the Switch or Steam Deck, it works just fine. For devices like the ROG Ally X or the Legion Go that have 2 USB Type-C ports, it may not be necessary, but it is nice to have. But the most exciting accessory though is this right here. This right here is the RayNeo Pocket TV. This is Android TV in the palm of your hands, in your pocket. It's a streaming box that fits in your pocket and it's meant to go with your glasses. Admittedly, it's a lot bigger than I thought it'd be, but it still fits in your pocket perfectly, and it is quite small after all. The front-facing controls are fairly simple. It's got a power button, it's got a directional pad that's not a click wheel by the way. It's also got a Google Assistant button, it's got this shortcut button, back, home, volume rocker, YouTube, and Amazon Prime Video. On the side is a micro SD card slot, allowing you to essentially upgrade the storage. And believe me, 64 gigabytes for multimedia is not enough, especially if you need to be offline for periods of time. That appears to be an infrared sensor at the top, but I'm not entirely sure. And at the bottom you have 2 USB Type-C ports. One goes to your glasses and another is for charging the device itself. That's right, it's battery operated, meaning you don't need to plug this into anything else but the glasses yourself and it's fully functioning. At least until you run out of battery, that is. The interface is Google TV, and if you're familiar with that, then you already know what it's gonna look like. Now, genuinely speaking, I did try to record some footage of the actual screen itself using my capture card, and well, let's just say my attempts to record footage directly via my capture card was very unsuccessful. I get it, they don't want people to pirate Netflix shows and whatnot, but like I can't even show the operating system, that's insane. HDCP kind of sucks to be honest. I also tried to use AnyDesk to record footage, but AnyDesk does work, but the frame rate of the video source is completely murdered. Like, this is not how slow it is in real life. But as it turns out, you can actually plug this into any sort of external monitor or like, I don't know, a TV or something. For a TV, you would need like a USB-C to HDMI cable or something like that. So this is the interface. It works as expected. Now Google TV is very functional and I do quite like it as an operating system. And in many cases, it's also quite flexible as well. You could watch the usual suspects, you know, Netflix or Amazon Prime, or in this case, both the JoyDock and the Pocket TV are a little pricier than one might think, with the dock being $99 MSRP and the Pocket TV being $179 MSRP as well. If you're a Switch gamer, then the JoyDock is a godsend. But if you have a Steam Deck and an ROG Ally and anything else like that, then it may not be as useful. at least without some sort of 3D printed bracket. And honestly, it's the most optional accessory out of all of these. The Pocket TV I think is a must-have. It's pocketable and you can take it anywhere you want, and it's quite frankly amazing. So all in all, the RayNeo glasses are great for playing video games on your Steam Deck, on your Nintendo Switch, on your ROG Ally X, or basically whatever you want. But with the Pocket TV, it literally becomes a TV in your pocket. And together, I will be taking these on future vacations, on the airplane, and just whenever I need to watch something. If you need a pair of XR glasses, you can't go wrong with the RayNeo Air2s combo with the Pocket TV. If you like this video, please press the like button and check out our other videos. And if you like those other videos as well, be sure to press the subscribe button and share the good gospel of high-tech lowlife with your friends. Furthermore, we have a community Discord for enlightened individuals such as you. And if you wish to further support high-tech lowlife, be sure to check out our Patreon page. Links in the description.